Maternal and child undernutrition causes 45% of all deaths in children under 5 in low and middle income countries. Particularly widespread problem in low middle income countries is hidden hunger or a chronic lack of essential vitamins and minerals in the diet, such as iron, zinc, and vitamin A, compromise the physical and cognitive capacity of millions of people. Overall, it has been estimated that micronutrient deficiencies account for about 7.3% of the global burden of disease, and iron and vitamin A deficiency rank among the 15 leading causes of the global disease burden, contributing to the deaths of over 1 million children annually. The World Health Organization estimates that 42% of children less than 5 years of age and 40% of pregnant women worldwide are anemic. And for their children, micronutrient deficiencies in uterus can lead to low birth weight and brain and spinal defects. The World Health Organization and the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization have adopted 4 main strategies for improving dietary intake. The first is food fortification, micronutrient supplementation, nutrition education, and disease control measures. The fortification of staple foods is one strategy that has proven history in improving dietary diversity and effectively decreasing macronutrient deficiencies. So hi everyone, my name is Nikhil Ambikar, currently a second year food technology student at University Institute of Chemical Technology, and in today's video I'll be talking about the fortification of the foods. What is the fortified foods? Why do we fortify the foods? The benefits that are associated with the fortification of the foods, as well as the disadvantages of fortification of the foods. So let's get started. Firstly, what is meant by fortification? The food which are added with nutrients are called as fortified foods. They help us to boost the nutritional value and can benefit our health. The foods are added with both macro and micronutrients such as the vitamins and minerals. These constituents are necessary for many essential body functions. Our body cannot make its own constituents. They must be provided through the meal or through the diet. Different food companies add these essential nutrients to their products during the production, and vitamins and minerals are added to the food products with self-created chemicals. With the help of these chemicals, although we are adding with the help of chemicals, but they do not show any kind of noticeable taste, texture, or smell of that chemicals. Some foods naturally have certain nutrients in them, but they are lost during cooking and storage process. The processes in which we add these nutrients back to that food item is called as food enrichment. Industrial or large-scale food fortification, that is LSFF, is the addition of macronutrients during processing to commonly consumed foods such as salt, flours, oil, sugars, and different types of condiments. Large-scale food fortifications can be categorized as either mandatory, meaning that they can be initiated and regulated by government, or voluntarily, where the food processors add nutrients to their foods on their own but still governed by regulatory limits. And mandatory food fortification programs are increasingly common, and especially when it comes to the fortification of flour and iodized salt, which is very common thing. Salt iodization is the most common form of fortification in between 1990 and 2008. The number of households globally consuming the iodized salt has skyrocketed from 20% to 70%, and currently over 130 countries have mandated use of iodized salt. Mandatory with fortification was first introduced in 1942, and currently 85 countries in the world on the global map have since mandated the use of flour fortification. In North and South America, addition of the folic acid to wheat flour is mandatory to lower the risk of birth defects. Edible oils are increasingly common vehicle for fortification, and thus for 27 countries have mandated the oil fortification with vitamin A. You may have seen when we go into the market for buying the oil, we can see that on that packaging they have written like fortified with vitamin A, vitamin C, like that. So they are added with all these nutrients which may be lost during the oil refining or oil processing. The 14 countries in the world have also mandated the fortification of the milk with vitamin A and vitamin D, as well as with the calcium also. But the question is that why we fortify these foods? Adding nutrients to foods can help us easily get all the nutrients in our diet. These nutrients are all found in other foods like meat and vegetables. So in case if you are lactose tolerant who do not drink a milk, so he can get all these vitamins or all these nutrients from other foods which are added with same micronutrients. The persons who are lactose intolerant, or if they are having some kind of an allergy with a particular food, so for getting the nutrients from that food, we can fortify other foods with that nutrient, and we can get the nutrients from that fortified food. If there is a person who is not able to drink milk, so he is not able to get the nutrients that are present in the milk, so how he can get? So we are adding the nutrients that are present in the milk to another food product, and that food product is consumed by that person, and he is getting all the nutrients from the milk. in that way. The nutrients that we add to the foods are like dietary fibers, vitamin A, vitamin D, the calcium, magnesium, iodized salt, folate. We talk about the folic acid. The products in which you can find added nutrients or the fortified products that are available in the market, such as milk, vegetable oils, whole grains, breakfast cereals, oats, almond milk, soy milk, many types of fresh juices available in the market, such as the Tetra Pak, sugars, iodized salt, eggs, ice creams, and unflavored yogurt. The benefits that are associated with fortified foods are that the first is they are cost effective. The foods that are high in certain nutrients can be expensive. For example, fish is a great source of omega-3 fatty acids, but it may be costly for many people in this world. So what they can do? So in that condition, the eggs, milk, and other products are fortified with omega-3 fatty acids, which can be less costly to that person. And these products often cost less and still have similar nutritional value of that original food product. The second is it prevents the nutritional deficiency-induced ailments such as the diseases related to gastrointestinal tract. The third is it is beneficial in pregnancy. Pregnant women need more food than normal women because they are feeding a growing baby inside their body. Even when you are eating more, your body might still not getting enough amount of vitamins, and fortified foods can help us to fill that gap. For example, the folic acid is added to many fortified products, and getting enough folic acid in our diet during the pregnancy lowers the risk of birth defects in case of the children. The fourth benefit is that they can protect older adults. As we age, our body absorbs fewer vitamins and minerals in the digestive system, and the fortified foods can help us to maintain the healthy micronutrient balance and levels, keeping our bones strong, helping the digestion, and prevent the heart issues. So it can protect us in older days. Fifth is that they help with the dietary needs. Some important nutrients are available only in animal products or foods that cause allergic reactions to some people. Fortified foods make sure that you get enough nutrients if you are vegetarian or lactose intolerant or have other dietary needs, as I talked earlier. The sixth is that they help children grow. Children are at a higher risk of nutritional deficiencies than adults. They are moody, they don't eat vegetables, fruits, and all those things, and their bodies need enough vitamins and minerals to support their growth. And fortified foods can boost the children's nutritional goals alongside a balanced diet. The limitations of the fortified foods are that the nutrients are added to unhealthy foods. Just because of a food product is fortified, it does not mean that it is a healthy food. Fortified foods are usually heavily processed, and they are often high in sugars, fats, sodium, and other ingredients that can lead to problems like obesity. The second is that the risk of overdose. You might get too many vitamins and minerals in your diet, which can be harmful, and this is more likely when you take supplements like pills and then when you eat a fortified food products. So when you eat simultaneously both products, when you are taking supplements as well as you are eating the fortified foods, it can increase the risk of vitamin overdose in your body, which can lead to many further complications in your body. The conclusion that we can draw from this topic is that the food fortification is a cost-effective way by which we can address malnutrition globally. Studies have shown that the food fortification results not only in overcoming the nutritional deficiencies in vulnerable populations, but also in women and children in all social, economic, and environmental dimensions. So that's it for today, guys. If this video has any good values to life, or if you learned something new today about the food technology, food fortification, then please consider to subscribe the channel. Until next time, stay tuned, stay safe, stay healthy. See you soon in the next one. Bye bye.